Hello my angels, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little different. I've never done a video like this. Honestly, just because I haven't really thought about it, or I just thought that you guys wouldn't enjoy it. But recently I've been trying to make my YouTube full of videos that are things that I personally love and that I personally like. And I know that the right people will always find me. So today we are doing a mermaid makeup look for Halloween. I know I'm a little late, just a tad. This is going up before Halloween, so that's all that matters. But next year I promise to get Halloween content out like early October. But for now, we've got to work with what we're given, and today we are just gonna do a beautiful mermaid makeup look. So here's kind of my inspo for this makeup look. I am so freaking excited about this. These mermaid makeup looks have been filling my TikTok feed, my Instagram feed, and my Pinterest feed. It is just all over the place, so I knew that I needed to do this, and I literally had all of the things. I had to buy 2 things, which we'll get there when we get there, but I'm so excited. Let's just get into it. But before we do, be sure to follow me on all social media platforms so that way you can keep up with me there, because I do post there as well. My Instagram and my TikTok dig more into like my personal life. So if you want to know anything else about me or just get to know me a little better, definitely follow me there. But let's just get into it. I'm so excited about this. I got my room all like cozy and set up for this because I really just want this video to be like a sit down, fun, talk to each other video. You know what I mean? It's giving all the fall vibes with my warm lighting. I also have a candle lit over here. I don't even know if you can see it. Probably not, but it's a fall candle. Okay, first we're just gonna start with the base of my makeup. Nothing crazy yet, no color yet. And I think I'm gonna start with, I need to cover these up, but those did not go well last time I tried to cover them up. I have this like flower nose little palette, and it has like all of these little cream colors in it, but I wish it came with a green so freaking bad, because green is what would color correct red. But I think what I'm gonna do, I have an idea here. I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go into this color right here. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone, but I'm just gonna like tap it. Okay, wait. Why did that cover so well? I'm just gonna tap it onto these little pimples that I have here. These pimples do not want to go away for the life of me. I don't know what it is. They have calmed down a lot, which I'm very, very thankful for. I've been using new skincare, which I have not shared yet just because I've only been using it for about like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And I just want to make sure that it is working before I share it with you guys. I will be actually sharing it in my October favorites video on here and TikTok because I have been enjoying it. And I do think it's working. Like a lot of my acne that was on my forehead a few weeks ago has definitely gone down. Also, my lips are so dry. Okay, that worked really well. I'm just gonna let this sit for a few minutes to maybe hopefully become a little bit more full coverage. We'll see. I'm also hoping I can turn this video into a short form video as well, along with the long YouTube video, because I want this to be seen on Instagram and TikTok as well. I have a feeling it's gonna come out so good. I don't experiment with makeup. Forgot to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. Work mode. I haven't experimented a lot with makeup in a very long time. I think last Halloween is actually the last time that I experimented with makeup. I did a Joker look for Halloween last year. This year we're going pretty, okay? Which the Joker was honestly really cute, so I have nothing bad to say about it. While I let this stuff sit on my face, we're gonna color correct my under eyes. I just did this in my fall glow up video, but we're gonna go over it again. Just for the ones who missed it or maybe didn't watch my fall glow up video. What brush did I use for that? I don't know what brush I used. I used the other end of my e.l.f. foundation brush, but it's just like a little pot, and it's by Pixie. It's the correction concentrate in the shade Brightening Peach. And I'm just gonna swirl my little concealer brush in there and tap it onto my blue veiny areas, because I have really veiny under eyes, and honestly this color correcting stuff is freaking amazing. I think Tarte has one of these as well. I don't know which one is cheaper, to be honest, because Pixie can be a little pricey as well. Either way, this one works great. Maybe when I run out of this one, I will get the Tarte one and try it. But I'm also gonna put this on my eyelids as well because I have veiny eyelids too. Fun fact about me, I have veins on my right eyelid that make a heart. And I would show y'all, but I just covered it up as I was talking about it. But that is my fun fact about me, if you wanted to know. No one asked. See, see how much that did? Like, that is insane. I've been missing, and I've said this in the past few videos, I think I've been missing the 2016 YouTube vibe so bad, where people just sit down and talk to the camera. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I just want to sit down and talk to you guys and just yap, because I am a huge yapper, if you can't tell already. If you're new to my channel, hey, thanks for watching. I'm Emily. Don't know if you got that already, but I am a huge yapper and I just love to talk and have a great time. But anyways, I am going to take my fingers and kind of just tap this out under my eyes. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm not even gonna blend that out. I'm just gonna put foundation over it and kind of see how it blends itself out maybe. But for foundation, I'm gonna take the House Lab Skin Tech foundation in the shade 100 Light Neutral. I love this foundation so much. It is a bit dark for me since I'm losing my tan as we get further into fall, but honestly, it's fine. It's gonna be a-okay. I'll drag it down my neck if I need to, but I like to take it on my finger and kind of like dot it around my face. This way I don't overdo it, because if I just go straight in with my brush, I can really cake it up, honestly, and that is not what I'm going for this look. So I'm just gonna take my finger, dot it around, and I also try to avoid my under eyes as well, because if you get too much product under your under eyes, it's gonna get cakey under there, and that is just never a fun situation. Once it's all dotted on, I take my e.l.f. Ooh, the name is on there. It's the Complexion Duo Brush by e.l.f. and I love this thing, to be honest with you. I am a big believer in drugstore makeup, but I'm just gonna take this and I like to tap my foundation in. I don't like to rub, just because it can come out a little streaky if you do that, especially if you're using a brush, but I just like to tap on here. I stopped using beauty blenders a long time ago. I don't know why. Actually, there's a little reason why. One, I hated cleaning them and they just would always have a weird smell, because like you would get them wet before using them and they started to smell like mildewy, which is just really disgusting, and I obviously don't want to use that on my face. And also I just felt like a brush had a better effect on like the way that my foundation looked on my face. I made the change to a brush and I don't regret it. I love using a brush to blend out my foundation. Let me know what you use in the comments, because I feel like it is very different nowadays, which honestly I love. I love that everyone is just kind of like getting into doing what works best for them and not necessarily what's trending with makeup. So let me know if you use a brush, or if you use a beauty blender, or if you just don't wear foundation at all. I don't wear foundation every day. I try to just cover what I can with concealer most days, but I am gonna take a little bit more of this foundation and take it down my neck, because once again, I am very pale. Also, this did not cover these pimples as much as I wanted it to, so I think I'm gonna go in with some concealer and let it sit for a little bit to hopefully get a little bit more full coverage on there. And to do that, I'm actually gonna take a mixture of this Kosas concealer and the House Labs concealer. This Kosas concealer, I genuinely love so much. However, it is way too dark for me. I got the wrong shade. I ordered it online and I loved it, but it was so dark. And I just tried to mix it with my House Labs one, but it's in the shade 04N, and the House Labs concealer is in the shade Fair Rosy. But I'm just gonna take the tiniest bit of this Kosas concealer and just like tap it just barely onto my acne spots that I have. I have heard that people with acne love the NARS concealer. I have never owned the NARS concealer before, and I'm just hoping this acne will go away and I'll never have to like cover it again, which is very delusional of me, but I just like don't want to buy it yet, because I'm like, and most days I don't even care to cover it up, to be honest. It's just like with makeup looks like this, I'm like, I want to try to cover it as much as possible. But I'm gonna take this House Labs concealer and just do the same thing, just barely tap it on there. And again, I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, but while I do that, I'm gonna take the House Labs concealer again and we're gonna put it on the under eyes. I do just a little bit on the inner corner and a little bit on the outer corner. I don't like to go too heavy, and with this House Labs concealer, you honestly don't need to go super heavy, but I also like to take some in the creases of my nose as well, because I do get some redness there. And for this makeup look, we're actually not gonna do any contour, and I believe I'm not gonna do any blush as well, because we're gonna use the eyeshadow as the blush. You'll see, it's gonna be so beautiful. We could do a little bit of blush, but I don't think I want to. I think I just wanna keep it, I think I just wanna keep using the eyeshadow to do like blush. You'll see, it's gonna turn out out so gorge. Anyways, gonna let this sit for just a few minutes and I'll be back. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. Now I'm just gonna blend this out with my Tarte brush. I don't know what this brush is called, but it's by Tarte. I can only assume it'd be called some sort of duo brush. Also, if the lighting behind me changes a little bit, I do apologize. It's kind of like overcast today, and then the sun comes out and then it's overcast again and it can't make up its mind. But I'm just gonna go in and blend out my under eyes. Just a smidgens. Like, see how nicely that blended in when I let it sit for a little bit? If I didn't let it sit, it wouldn't have covered as much, which is fine because it's a very buildable concealer, but I usually just leave it on there just so I don't have to use nearly as much product. And then I'm gonna blend out under my nose, and then we're gonna blend these out and see, hopefully, that they covered a little bit more. If not, I may do a little more concealer. Okay, wait, that covered pretty well, not gonna lie. Better than I thought. Should I do a little more? I think I'm gonna do a little more, and I'm just gonna use the House Labs one this time, giving my eyebrows a little brush out while we wait. Okay, why is my base looking so good today? Wow. I'm proud. Also, fun fact, I learned something new today. You learn something new every day. But today I learned that drinking tea, any tea, literally any tea, makes your vitamins not as effective, or just not effective at all. There is something in the tea, I can't remember, I think it starts with an L, but there's something in tea that makes your vitamins not effective. So I just wasted my vitamins for literally the past like probably 2 weeks. I drink tea every morning just because I love it, okay? So I guess I just need to be healthier and start drinking water in the morning. Okay, I think this has been sitting long enough. I'm just gonna blend it in, and honestly, if it's not fully covered, that's okay. We will move on. But again, just tapping. It doesn't look like they're super fully covered, but that's okay. They look better than they did, let's just be honest. Yes. Okay. Wow, that was pretty good. Can we all agree that I did pretty good? Now, it's gonna be weird because we're not going in with contour or blush. We're gonna go in with eyeshadow next, which is the best part. My vanity is far too small, y'all. I never have enough room. Let's see. I have a few like inspo pictures that I'm going off of. This is where I get nervous because I don't do crazy eyeshadow looks very often, like ever. So I really don't want to mess this up, and I'm really nervous. But I'm gonna take this really ancient old James Charles palette, which I know no one's using anymore. But listen, I have it and it has beautiful colors, and it's the only palette that I have with colors, so I'm gonna use it. Also, my little sister did kind of mess it up a few years ago. This palette literally has dust on it, if that tells you how often I use this. But I'm gonna take this purpley shade over here. It's like a light. It's not even light. It is pretty dark still, but we're gonna take, ooh, wait, or do I wanna take magenta? We might do a mix. We're gonna take the purple first that I showed you, tap it out. We don't want a ton of product yet. I just want to see what I'm working with here. But we're gonna take some on the outer corner, and you're gonna put it in your crease a little bit too. And then I'm also gonna kind of wing it out just slightly, and I'm gonna pull my eyelid back very gently and kind of try to wing it. Literally, I'm winging it, y'all. I am winging this makeup look right now. So I've never done anything like this. Also, I don't think this brush that I'm using is a good brush to be using. I'm gonna take this bigger like blendy brush and do the same thing. We're going with a lot of like purpley blues for this look. You're probably surprised that I'm not going with pink, but you'll see why later. I have a certain product that I've been wanting to use for this makeup look for a while, and I'm very excited about it. But I'm just gonna blend this out as much as possible, taking it into the crease of my eye. This is honestly not wanting to blend very well. I need the new James Charles palette. Does that one have like a lot of colors? I can't remember. Even if you're not a fan of James Charles, like, can we all agree that he is an amazing makeup artist? Very talented and very smart when it comes to makeup and just like marketing in general, let's be honest. This is not wanting to blend very well. And it kind of looks like I have a black eye. Trust the process. It's all I can say right now. I'm also gonna take this like more into my crease, like all the way into the inner corner. I'm going back in with this smaller brush and kind of tapping the color in, and I think that's working a lot better to like get the color on there to stay, which it was staying. It just was not wanting to blend out very well. And again, kind of winging it out a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna take just a small tiny bit of this like magenta color and kind of blend that into the purple, literally the smallest amount, kind of like going in towards the eyelid and also into the crease a little bit as well too. Now I'm gonna take this light shimmery blue and we're gonna put that that on the inner corner of my eye. And we're also gonna blend it up into the brow bone. I need this brush. It's a little more compact, so that way it can really stamp on there. There we go. Heck yeah. Again, just putting this on my lid, kind of blending it into the purple and magenta colors, but also taking it up into the brow bone as well. Okay, now for the part that I've been waiting for. This eyeshadow is the eyeshadow that they used in Euphoria. It has like that bluey purple shape-shifty moment, and I'm just gonna take that same brush that I used for the blue eyeshadow, and I'm gonna really get in there. I want a lot of this, and we're just gonna put this definitely on the lid, blending into the blue eyeshadow, but also taking it out to where the purple and magenta colors are. Oh my gosh, this is the prettiest eyeshadow I've ever put on my face. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Do you see that? Do you see just how beautiful this is? Oh my gosh, I'm literally obsessed. And this is just the beginning, you guys. This is just the beginning of this makeup look. I'm actually gonna use this Morphe palette, and I'm gonna go in with this like really light shimmery shade. And I'm just gonna put this on the very inner corner and kind of blend it into the shimmery blue color. Again, trust the process. Okay, now we repeat on the other eye. And I'm actually gonna do that off camera because I don't think you want to sit here and watch me do the same thing over and over again. Okay, hey, jump scare. Again, trust the process, okay? I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer since I am messy with my eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna do like a little bit here, like under the wing, to clean it up. Also, I can never get my eyelids to be like exactly the same when it comes to eyeshadow. Like one usually has way more than the other, but I am just cleaning this up, especially on this eye. I went a little crazy over here. But just look at how pretty this eyeshadow is. Part of me feels like a child who gets a hold of their mother's eyeshadow palette and just like puts it all over their face. That's kind of what I feel like. And it might just be because I never wear this much makeup, or it's because that's exactly what I look like and I can't figure out which one it is. But now comes the fun part. This is one of the things I had to order for this, and it is a hairnet. My family was very confused when they saw this on the Amazon cart. We're gonna use this to create like a scale look, and I'm gonna look crazy for a second, but I'm literally, oh God. How do I want to do this? Let's start with the forehead, actually. And I'm literally just gonna like throw this on my head, just like that. Hopefully not messing up my base. I look so good. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the exact colors of eyeshadow. What is this hair doing? And put it right on my forehead. So taking that purple and literally just going in and putting it on my forehead. And I do want to take this in like sections because I obviously don't want my whole forehead to just be purple. I want to include some of the blue in there as well. So we're just gonna do a little bit here and there, hoping that this is actually like doing something. And then I'm gonna take some of that magenta color and kind of blend that into the purple a little bit. And I am being messy here just because, I don't know, I feel like it can still turn out well even if I'm messy and even if you're not the best at makeup, because I can promise you I am not, especially when it comes to color. I look insane right now. And I'm also realizing you have to take quite a bit of this to like actually make a difference. But now I'm gonna take some of that blue and jab this in there. We're just overlaying all of these colors a little bit. I honestly can't even tell like what's my skin and what's my hair right now because I have like hair under here, obviously. Oh God, I really don't want this to like mess up the base that I have. It shouldn't. I saw so many people doing this. Also, gonna take some of that Euphoria eyeshadow again and do the same thing, just kind of putting it every which way, like literally putting it everywhere. Actually, I need this everywhere because it's so beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna take it off, see what it looks like. I'm scared, it looks messy under there. Ah! Oh my gosh, look at that. That's mermaidy if I've ever seen it. We do need to do a little bit of blending up in here, but that came out so much better than I thought. Wow. I'm just gonna add a little eyeshadow into my hairline there because we didn't really get that. Okay, now we have to do this on the cheekbones, which is why we didn't do contour or blush. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna hold it and hold it in my mouth to do this. So I'm not gonna be able to talk very much, but we're just doing the same exact thing that we did on my forehead. I did not think this through. Let's see. Ah! Okay, sick. This is coming out better than I thought. Oh my gosh, okay, other side, other side, other side. I'm gonna do the same thing. Do this and put it in my mouth. How did I do that? There we go. This is so silly. I feel silly. Cool. Okay, I wish there was a little more on this side, but we're gonna work with it, I think. Hold on, I might try to do a little more. There we go. I need to fix my hair. I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush and kind of just tap around to make sure that my base still looks okay, which I think it does. I'm gonna put some gel in my eyebrows. I probably should have done this first, but just to make them look kind of like slicked back and wet. This is the Unleashia brow gel, and I love this stuff. It doesn't leave like that white crusty stuff on your eyebrows. It's honestly such a great eyebrow gel, and I don't use it very often. I just don't use like any brow product very often, unless I think about it, which is very rarely. But I like to like stick them up, and then I take the spoolie and kind of drag across the top to lay the hairs down, because I don't want them to stay sticking up and looking crazy. Now we're gonna go in with mascara. I don't have any lashes, so I'm hoping this still looks okay without lashes, but I do have pretty long eyelashes, so I'm hoping that that'll just do. But I'm using my e.l.f. eyelash curler to curl my lashes first. I still feel crazy. We still have a little bit of stuff to do left, and my camera's dying, so that's fantastic. But for mascara primer, I go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex Foreplay mascara primer. I'm waiting for Black Friday to order more because honestly, this mascara is pretty pricey. I mean, what makeup isn't pricey these days, to be honest? Also, I feel like putting on this mascara is gonna make me feel so much better about all of this eyeshadow on my eyelids, because again, I never wear this much eyeshadow, and so whenever I do, I just feel crazy. Like, I feel like I look crazy. And I also go in with 2 layers of this primer and then do the mascara on top. Should I put some on my bottom lashes? I never put mascara on my bottom lashes, so now I'm like, should I? Okay, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I will a little bit. I'm going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Also kind of pricey, waiting for Black Friday to buy more of this, but it's such a good mascara that I refuse to use any other one besides my brown mascara that I found on Amazon. That is the only exception. I just do 1 layer of the mascara. Okay, now I'm gonna do just a little bit on my bottom lashes. I never put mascara on my bottom eyelashes, so it feels weird. Okay, wait, I'm feeling a lot better about this now that I have mascara on. I look a little less crazy. Still look a little crazy, but a little less crazy. Now we're getting even more fun. We are gonna go in with some pearls, and I'm gonna use lash glue to put these on. I just went to Target and bought the Duo lash glue. It was the cheapest one. Again, I don't own lashes. I don't wear lashes, so I didn't have any glue, and I knew I wasn't gonna use it again for a while, so I just got the cheapest one, which although the cheapest one was still $6, which is crazy. We're just gonna go crazy with these. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little bit of the lash glue like where I want the pearl and just stick it on there with my fingers. If I can see where I even put the lash glue. Oh my gosh. Perf. Oh, I forgot you have to let lash glue dry a little bit so it's tacky. Y'all, I haven't worn lashes since high school, so it's been a while. Some of these are really tiny. That's perfect. We want tiny. Oh, I do have one of those things. One of these little pencil things that helps with bedazzling. This is going to be really great and come in a lot of handy. Was that even a correct sentence? A lot of handy. I don't believe that that was a sentence, but it's okay. We're also gonna put some on the eyelids as well. Not that we need more on the eyelids, but this one's big enough for me to grab and put it on myself. Okay, the pearls are just making this come to life. I was really doubting this for a second, but again, it's always a trust the process. Ah! I love this. I love this so much. Okay, we're gonna do some more over on this side. Like a medium-sized one. Wrong way, girl. This is so cute. I love this. I need to do this more often just for fun. Just because I want to. Maybe I should do a bigger one right here on my temple. My camera's about to die. I'm gonna have to plug it in. Okay, let's do some on the cheekbones. Going in with a medium-sized one right there on the cheekbone. Cute. And then we'll do a small one here. I'm gonna finish the pearls off camera and then we'll be back to do my hair. Okay, I finished doing my pearls. We're gonna add a little bit more into the hair once we get there, but we need to do lips. I completely forgot about my lips. What I'm thinking we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this e.l.f. lip liner in the shade Mauve and obviously just outline my lips, just outlining them very lightly. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and blend it a little bit. I'm gonna take this lip gloss by Flower Nose in the shade PO2, I think, but it's such a beautiful like pink color. And I'm just gonna throw that right on top. I don't wanna do anything crazy with the lips, obviously, because they are not the main focal point. So we're just gonna do just a little bit. There we go. Now, moving on to hair. I am excited about this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take gel, and I would get my hair wet, but I don't wanna like mess up my makeup doing that. So I'm just gonna take gel and literally just put it all in my hair to give like that wet hair look. And I'm just gonna take the Miss Jessie's Jelly Soft Curls, and we are just gonna lather this in my hair. And I already know I'm gonna hate every second of this because I hate putting gel in dry hair so much. It just feels wrong to me, but it's okay because it's all for the look. And it's really gonna like pull it all together, I feel like. I haven't really thought about what else I'm gonna do after putting the gel in my hair. What are we thinking? What should I do with this? I want to do like clip moment, but I don't really have any cute clips. I wish I had a shell clip or something. I did a hairstyle last week that I loved so much and I think would actually work perfect with this. So I'm gonna do that off camera just so that way my camera doesn't die again, and then I'll be back to put the pearls in my hair. Okay, I just did like a little twisty moment and then put it up in a clip in the back, but let's do some pearls in the hair now and then we will be all done. Yay, I'm so excited. It already looks so good even without the pearls in my hair. I don't know if they're gonna stick. I'll just have to be very careful with how I move. There we go. Ah! The pearls add so much. Like imagine if we didn't have the pearls. This would probably suck, not gonna lie. Okay, I think that's it. I don't know if I love like having these hairs down, only because I feel like they're taking away from like some of the stuff we've got going on here. So I'm just gonna tuck those behind my ear and hope that that looks okay. But this is the final look. Okay, I am going to end this one here. I honestly love how this came out and I want to do more videos like this. Obviously not Halloween because Halloween is over this week, but if there are any like makeup type of videos that y'all would like to see from me, do let me know. Or just any video in general that you would like to see from me, do let me know so that way I can add it to my long list of video ideas. But if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing so that way we can hang out more and have some more fun videos like this. But I'm gonna love ya and leave ya, and I'll see you next time. Bye.